today is to understand the difference between fear and the fear of God. And I'm going to use some objects to kind of help you understand what fear is and how we can get rid of fear. This is a glass jar. This glass jar represents us, all right? It represents you, it represents me. We are like this glass jar, right? And the reason why I chose a glass jar is because if you look through a glass jar, you can see right through it, right? So as people, as children of God, there's really nothing that we can hide from God. We're like a glass jar. He can see right through us, right? The baking soda is going to represent fear, right? Remember, we said that fear is a natural part of us. It's something that we cannot escape, right? It's something that it just happens. I'm going to pour this into the glass jar, which represents what? What does the glass jar represent? Very good. Thank you for pointing to yourselves. It represents you. And look how that glass jar is now filled with all this fear. Who do you think the vinegar will represent? If the jar is us, the baking soda is fear, then the vinegar is what? Everyone is saying God. God, 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 God. Because we can't get rid of fear by ourselves. We need God's help. So when we have fear and we take God and we trust in God to help us with those fears, look what happens. Okay, Connor, what did that object lesson teach us?
It teached us that God, He's basically everywhere. Even though there's only one body and there's one God, He's everywhere. He's that powerful that He can spread to everyone on the entire earth. And we learned that, basically He's everywhere. If you go to all the way, if you think He's in New York and you go all the way to China, He's still there.
He is, exactly. And that glass jar represented everybody, right? Because we're all filled with fear. If we're in China, if we're in Haiti, if we're in New York, if we're in Jamaica, if we're in Mexico, no matter where we are, God is what? He's right there.